So the big question, who will form the next coalition, and will anyone listen to President Rivlin's suggestions? Well, here to discuss is founder and president of the Jerusalem Washington Center, Gideon Israel. All right, so tell us, is there still any chance of a unity government?
Well, I don't think there's a chance of unity government. I think that the Blue and White Party, or most of the people in the Blue and White Party, dislike Bibi so much that they would rather go to the Arab parties to try to form a minority coalition just to try to get Bibi out of there. So I don't think that they're interested in a unity government. Although what gives the possibility of a government to be formed is, if you think about it, Hauser and Hendel have come out against forming a coalition with the Arab parties. So Blue and White, the leaders of the party, or at least people behind the scenes, have said, that's it, they're finished in the party. So they have no reason to go with Blue and White, until the end, meaning that they can go to the Likud along, because they won't be part of the list in the fourth elections.
But without Labor Gesher Meretz and without Balad, there's no 61. There's no
right. Meaning the left wing, Blue and White won't be able to form, but the Likud might, because you'll have Hauser and Hendel potentially coming over to the Likud because they have no future, and then you have Orly Levy, who might also come over to the Likud because she also realizes that she's not going to have a future in the Labor Gesher Meretz. So it's possible that those three could come and you could have a 61-seat government. I mean, what Orly Levy has done in 2 years, going from Israel Beitenu, her own party, Avodah, that took Tzipi Livni a whole career to do, but she did it in 2 years. So she's willing to go wherever they'll give her, what she wants.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about some of the rhetoric regarding the Joint Arab List, because President Rivlin discussed how he was a little off-put and that all votes in Israel, regardless of who they come from, are equal. Do you think that there's truth to what he's saying, that the language against the Joint Arab List is a little too much?
Well, he's right that all votes are equal. I mean, everybody gets one vote. That's
what I mean.
That's
a
simple idea. But the truth is that what the people from the Arab list have said against the Jewish state, not recognizing the Jewish state, willing to say that it's okay to attack soldiers. I mean, we don't, that type of rhetoric isn't publicized all the time. So when you only hear what's happened now from let's say right-wing politicians against the Arab list, that seems like, oh wow, this is a new thing. But in reality, if you look at all that they've said against the state of Israel, there's reason to be very suspicious for the right wing leaders to be very suspicious of having them in a coalition at all. Meaning it's somewhat justified, the harsh rhetoric towards them, because the rhetoric that the people from the Arab list have been saying about Israel has been going on for years now.
So let's talk a little bit about Rivlin's suggestions. Can you kind of outline them, and what do you think is likely to happen?
Well, I mean, Rivlin's suggestions last time was that once his trial starts, so he'll sort of leave the prime minister's office, and Benny Gantz will be there while he's there, and then he'll come back once his trial's done. But it doesn't look like that there's any interest either from the Netanyahu side or from Gantz's side. They want Bibi out, and I think Bibi smells victory that maybe he can form a coalition with 61, because if there's new elections, so there will be no doubt about Blue and White being a left-wing party. They won't have this facade of this big 10, right, center, left, everybody under one tent. So I think the fourth elections could be a game changer.
Interesting.
Gideon, awesome
analysis.
Yeah, awesome analysis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.